What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Noiz.I Talks with Friends. It's been a minute. There's a lot of updates in life, which I will talk about either as time goes on or as the episode digresses. But we're worried about the guest today. But before we get into the guest, if you are new to the channel, welcome. This is Noiz.I Talks with Friends. Talk to my friends, family, whoever I like to bring on here and just have honest conversation about anything. How the format goes is I create a questionnaire of 6 questions, and the interviewee has no idea what they are. So I just like to have raw, uncut conversation because, I think it's just important, especially for people in general. What else? I'm trying to think. Yeah, because I want to disclose all that announcement stuff at the end, so I'll probably just wait for that stuff. But, okay, so today, I don't even know where to start, man. This is a friend of mine. We've watched each other grow over the years. We're really big into content creation and YouTube itself, and we understand that the bigger idea of working for ourselves. And that's something that I really commend him for. Because he's a go-getter, a person that doesn't give up, and he really inspires me to just keep going. Because I might make like a small post about something, but he's the first person to be like, "Hey, bro, you're doing great. Keep going." I'm just like, you know what? Dang it, thank you, man. Because I feel like no one is watching, but I really appreciate him for who he is and what he does, and I'm really excited to do this interview just because. I'm excited. And before we started recording, he was like, I wonder what questions he's going to ask. So it's just really cool to see, how his reaction is. But today we have.
All right, so my name is Darren. Everybody knows me on YouTube, also known as Lil Bruh,
Lil Bruh!
That's me. So, yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm a content creator, somewhat like that. I love to network, and then I do construction, as full-time.
Yeah, how's your day going today? We'll start off easy. I mean, this isn't a question, but, just asking about your day and stuff.
Man, I had a good day, actually. I woke up and I'm like, man, I think I'm ready for the day.
Right, yeah.
I'm ready to go get this day over with.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, interview the questions a day. Let's get it over with.
He said, let's get it over with.
You feel me? I'm trying to let's see what it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm rusty, man. I haven't networked in probably about 2.5 years, 3.
Yeah, I mean, the life is life, bro. So don't ever, beat yourself up about that. But just continue to keep going because that's what you do. But are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, guys, here we go. So question number 1. Where has your head been at recently? Because, I think it's just important to talk about mental health. But also that from seeing what you post or share, I sense that you'd rather be alone than around people. Because again, from what I see from your Instagram and all that stuff, you post a lot of I feel like I have to do it by myself, or you can't trust a lot of people. So I just want to know more about that if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, so I post more like that. It's because there's a lot of people, they're always gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be there for you, man. At the end of the day, it's always gonna be you. Cause it's hard to think about it, why I say, like you said, why I post that type of stuff. Well, lately, in my head, I've been losing a lot of people close to me, It's always been alone for me growing up, so I'm just like, man, I got to keep doing this, That's why I listen to Future, he inspires me, I want that type of lifestyle, but me sitting here in my head ain't going to get me there, you feel me? Yeah. So that's why I'm like, when I bring people around, they always find some type of way to do something, if I even crack the back door, they're going to walk in that mug, you feel me? Just, you always got to keep that door closed and stay by yourself, because Tupac always said there's always a spare key. You just never know about it. You know what I mean? So regardless of who you tell, that secret always, they got that key to it, but there's always somebody that got that spare that they can open it right up and tell all your business, everything,
So, man, that opens up so many questions that I have, but I'm gonna kind of keep it brief. So, from what I understand from what you just said, a lot of people have done you wrong, and so how do you create relationships with people, with women or with friends? How are you doing that, or how do you do that even now, or if you are doing that at all?
It's kind of hard to say, because I sit there and I think today, do I want to be alone or do I actually want to go meet somebody or go out and do something, have fun, you know? Get back to the old me and just get out of my head, you know? So then I'd be like, I go out to a bar or something, kick with my friends, club, and I just see somebody next to me. I feel me a couple shots and I'm like, you know what? How are you doing today? You know, like, I even asked couples. I got a couple videos on my phone, bro, that I was interviewing couples and I never posted it.
Right, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
rusty, man. I got a few videos.
Yeah.
I was vlogging my whole way here. I just vlogged in the parking lot, man. Like, you inspired me to get back to it, because, you know, when I post, just like you said, I'm always the first to text you. I always got to return that energy like, man, I know I got you, bro. You got my back, I got your back. Always had my back since Upward Bound.
Man, Upward Bound days, man. Yeah. And that's interesting too, because it's like I feel like a lot of people who are our age, they have a hard time being social, because, like, you know, we do everything on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So like when it comes to meeting people in person or even trusting people, we do have issues, because it's like, you know, all we see is what we feed ourselves. So it's like I do have to challenge you to just, I'm not gonna say be the old you, just be a better version of yourself when you are going out there into the world, because it's like people are people. So, you know, people are going to make the choices to however they are, but at the same time, it's like you can only be who you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as long as you're being that light, being that person who you are, everything else will follow. Because I think a lot of us, we focus so much on, like, dang, man, every time I put something out, I'm always getting stabbed in the back. But, like, and I'm only speaking from personal experience. Even if I, you know, was stabbed in the back, it doesn't hurt, because it's like, that is not my entire life. You know what I'm saying? But when it does happen countless times, you speaking from experience, I can't understand that, because I choose to ignore it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you do have people who do stab you in the back, how do you control yourself? If that's a better question. Because, like, you know, like reaction is a thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, do you control yourself? I mean,
yeah, actually, I'm glad that you asked that, because, you know, a lot of people just remember me, like, as growing up as a kid, just always bad. You know, like, what do you think a dog gonna do if you lock it in a cage its entire life, and then it's old enough to just go outside and you let it out? How you think that dog's gonna act? Wild. So look, man, I just, you know, therapy and stuff never help. Always had my cousin Jalil or somebody to talk to. So it's just like, hey, just think about it, cuz it's not worth it, man. You already been in jail, but you cleaned up, it didn't stay on your record, just everything's good, man. Stay consistent. So, you know what I do? I just slowly disconnect to them. I let them know, like, yeah, I wasn't feeling that, man. We'll kick it another time, but it'd be a couple months for them. You know why? Cause I give them that time to just sit there and think about what they did, and they're gonna realize, like, dang, I think I disrespected him a certain way because he let me in and he's not that type of guy. And I'm like, yeah, man.
And it's funny you say that, because, like, even when you say you disconnect with people, I just cut people off, period. And, like, it's not in a negative sense, because it's like, I know. I mean, whenever I do have my own personal noise talk with somebody, my story is kind of messed up. But, like, I cut people off because it's like, that energy in my life I don't need. It's just like added drama. Like there's already stuff that we wake up and think about every day: family, friends, relationships, work. You know what I'm saying? And if you are adding pressure to my brain, why do I want you there? So I don't care how close you are, family, friend, whatever, you have to get cut off, just because, like, life is, I'm not gonna say short, but how we live it is, you know, is how we live it. So it's like, I'd rather not keep that in my brain. And, like, I'm not giving you advice, but I do think you should, which you sound like you already do, but it's like, you know, reanalyze who's around you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, the world that we grew up in, Springfield, it's not a lot of positivity. A lot of people do the same things. It's boring. And that's why, you know, you and I have been always outside of everything. You know what I'm saying? So
really outside of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I had to say for that. If you want to add anything else.
That's everything I had to say, man.
All right. Question 1. That was a great answer, Brian. Gonna lie to you. Yeah. Go on to question number 2. Wow. Yeah, this is heavy. Okay. Question number 2. A lot of people you've known or even friends or have been friends with have recently passed. How do you manage that mentally, and what's something you wish you could have done to prevent their death?
You know what? I had a feeling this was coming.
Yeah. If you're comfortable, brother.
I'm very comfortable.
Okay.
Very comfortable.
Okay.
So, like, basically what I do with that, Okay, so you know, a lot of people always say don't always run to drugs and stuff like that. You know, everybody gonna smoke their weed or whatever, but that's not where it's at. Cause when I do that, that's when my mind open up the most and I get the most like ideas. But I think the most too in my head. It's like what I do with that. I try so hard not to think about it, man. You know, I get up every day and I just think like they're still here with me. You know, that could be them. That little noise and stuff you hear at night, that could be them. Like, hey, I'm still here, man. You know?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Just some. We don't know, man, how the world is out there. So it's just like, keep living, man, because they could be watching us right now doing this. You know, it's just like, man, keep doing it, bro. Keep talking. Let them know how you really feel. You know, because like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Ever since my best friend died, I've been crushed and tore up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's really why I've been in my head. Really why. Keep it 100%. And it's just crazy because it's like, I wish I could have brought him way closer. You feel me? It's just, I don't know.
And man, because I can't imagine, because I've never seen, because again, I'm not gonna say like we're super close, but like we know, like we're very fond of each other, but like
Yes.
there's never any bad energy between us.
Never has been.
But like I've never seen him more broken in my life. Again, I can only see what he posts and all that stuff, but I've never seen him more broken in my life. So like when I saw a friend like that down, it was like, man, I've never seen him express at all. And like I just always wondered if it was because of trust or if it was because of people. But then seeing the people who have passed away in your life, it's like, man, that's why. Because it's like when you guys are around each other every day, now it's like, life moves on. And that's something that has always bothered me because in my family, I've never had a death. So it's like I don't understand what it's like to grieve or what it's like to mourn, because I mean my family's still here. So I get super fearful of like me getting older. My grandparents are getting older. Oh, I should have said I loved you sooner, or oh, we should have had that talk sooner. But it's like when people die suddenly, it's, man, what could I have done, and that eats me up. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, you pretty much said everything I needed to say. It's just how it is. I go see him. I went to see him over the weekend, and I'm just thinking, it's weird. It's weird, man. I just don't want to believe in it, but I can't. It's like, well, you know how hot it's been, just hot, no wind.
right. Yep.
I go to the cemetery and I just ask him, why you do it? And it just gets so windy. Swear to God, and I'm just like,
wow.
I'm not mad at you when it calms down. I'm like, no way. It's like he was talking to me, man. So I'm just like, as long as you still there, I'm happy, bro. Because I know there's goals that I wanted to hit, man, when we was kids, and I'm still going to hit them goals, whether you here or not, because you always going to be in my heart. Yo, I can get you tatted, that ain't nothing. But as long as I got that, you still with me, spirit, you feel me? You still with me. Because I lost a lot of people. And I get up every day and I just think, how do I keep going? I ask myself the same question. And I'm like, man, if I don't keep going, I'm going to be sitting here broke. And then there ain't nobody going to help me out here in this world. You feel me? They just going to look at me. Go to a temp service.
Yeah.
You feel me? Man,
Go to express employment.
Yeah, man,
right,
like,
yeah.
Man, I can't, man. That's why I got off my feet, man. Well, I got on my feet. I got off my butt and on my feet without a dad, He was there, but he really wasn't.
And, okay. With that, where are you at now with it? Because it's like, a lot of people have passed in your life, but like, where are you at now? And like, do you feel you could have done something to prevent what happened to people?
Sometimes I think I could have, but then I'm like, maybe what if I was there at that same time, it would have happened to me too, There's a few times I done skipped death, and I'm like, I was supposed to be there. And I'm like, something told me not to go there. But
wow,
I was supposed to be there. I'm like, wow. Yeah, man. It's crazy. There's a lot that's went on, I done seen a lot, man.
I mean, like, man, because I think one of the first times, I'm not gonna say it. No, yeah, one of the first times I've ever experienced like or been near death was a couple of friends and I went to what is that place called? Yellow Springs, and Long story short, there is people who are swimming in that lake or whatever, like, that stream.
Yeah.
And to make it even shorter, a person died who drowned. But like we passed him earlier, like that day, but we had to take his body from the ground all the way up to the top. So like holding a dead body for the first time, it completely messed me up. And then after that, I had to go straight home. My family's having a cookout. Family is, hey Zion, come on, we just made you a plate. I just experienced that for the first time in my life. And that's how quick life moves on, bro. You have to go right back to reality. And it's like, I've never been able to process that stuff. And then Nate passed away. And then like a few weeks after that, and then Day Jack's sister passed away in that car accident. So it was like those 3 deaths didn't make sense.
Damn.
And then when you go and what you're going through, it's just like he gets it, but it's like he has been through it more. So it's like as a friend, I really pray for your heart, man, because I know how serious it is to get trapped so easily in your mind, because it's like, well, I ain't got to do this. It can just be over just like, how everybody else has done it.
You know what's crazy? I don't mean to cut you off or nothing.
Go ahead.
That you brought up Nate. You could ask, my ex would even say it, because there's no beef between us. Before that happened, a day before that happened, he was smoking the FT and he leaned in my window and looked at my girl and looked dead at me and was like, where the girls at? And she was like, you trying to be funny, don't get y'all beat up. Next day, man. And that's no lie, bro. I could put it on my brother. That's on my arm. It's no lie, man.
Yeah, because I grew up with him, so it hit kind of hard too. Like I was with him, like we were playing basketball somewhere like a week before, and we were just chopping it up. And that kind of hurt, but
he was a goat at the ball, man. We was locked up.
Yeah,
he was the main one in there shooting them hoops.
Bruh, he was a dog, bruh. I could not guard
man.
that man. I will say that proudly.
Yeah.
But going into question number 3, man. Where we are from, Springfield, whatever. There's a lot of gang activity going on. If there is something what is something that you wish you could say to the younger generation, or even older men, people who are older than us, who are out there, like what would you say to them to either get away, or that there's more to life than street?
I'm glad you said that. Real glad. These questions, I'm gonna say that probably about every question, because I got a lot to say, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
And there's a lot of people. This little boy, he was texting me. I seen him on his story. I texted him. I ain't gonna lie. He was like talking about killing himself. I'm like, man, I just lost my best friend. What's up? What's going on? I said, man, I see your snaps and everything. It's like you made it. You're rich. You're a superstar. I'm like, man, I moved to Miami and I worked. I said my job had me around all these exotic cars and all this stuff, man. I was doing that every day, man. It's a grind. I said, I just, stay to. I said, bro, don't kill yourself. I said, there's more to life out here. I said, I grew up around nothing but, feel me, trenches, roaches, rats, all that. And I'm just like, do I want to keep living like this, or do I want to see what's out there? Get on Instagram or TikTok, and you see them little reels, and they be moved like late at night, the skyline of buildings and stuff. I used to always dream about seeing that. I went to Cali 2020, my first time ever getting on the plane, going anywhere. I'm just like, wow. You know that feeling when
there's more to life than where I've been at. Yeah.
You know, you go on a trip, you like, I don't want to go home.
Bruh, yes, bro, yes.
I went to Miami. I'm just like, I met so many people out there networking like crazy. 2021, everybody in Springfield had a blast because they was doing PPP and all that. What I was,
the PPP loans.
Come on, you feel? Well, other people had other stuff going on. We can't, and I'm like, man, maybe I should move to Miami. And when I moved down there and I seen the skyline and everything, I'm just talking to everybody. I'm like, this is what more to life is. This is what Drake and all them talk about. This is more than life. This is what more than life is.
Nah, saying Drake is crazy, bro, but that's funny, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm down there by all the club, Live, Tootsie's. Oh, I'm just like, I don't gotta go home. My home down the street, 10 minutes away from South Beach. There's more than life. Cause I'm seeing Hondas. If we see a Lamborghini down here, that's like seeing a mansion in the hood to us,
Right, yeah.
Bro, I was seeing Lamborghini trucks, Ferraris, like that. I was seeing them every day. When I see them up here now, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's good. I done drove them and everything, man. That's why I tell everybody, why do you want to be a gang member? This and that. I live that lifestyle. I carried guns and all that, I got them for protection because I can do that still. bro, why go play with a gun when you can go play with a drill, a camera, anything, and just go live your dreams? You feel me? Live your best life.
And is that, I also don't, I'm kind of confused on one thing. Is that how you see life though? Is like, you know, the exotic cars, like the clubs and like all that stuff. Is that what life is to you, or do you think you've grown out of that?
Yeah, I've definitely grown out of that.
Okay.
But you know, for the younger generation, as you say, or the older generation, they be like, man, I wish I could have had that, or they be like, man, I can't wait to go to have that. It's like, man, go experience that, cause I done did it, and I'm just like, it's nothing to me now. What I like is the scenery and how people are where you go. I'm just like, so this is like, you guys are not like how the people are I grew up. Like, you really care about me. You
and they understand.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah.
They always have a background just like you, and they just so positive. Like, this is what you meant by you want to live more than life. Yeah.
Because I think people don't understand that there is, like you said, more to life than what they see. You can change your environment, right? But also you have to change the people who are around you. Like, I hate, and you know, this could probably be controversial, but I really don't care. Yeah. I hate when people talk about like, you know, when I was growing up, I didn't have any options but to sell drugs, but to do that to provide for my family. So you're telling me out of all the options that are in the world, that was the only option or choice that you could have made? That's not true. That's not true. And like, people can hate me for that because, you know, it's like, you know, well that's the only thing I was exposed to. If me and you are in a group, and there's one thing right here, and we turn our head and we see that there's a whole life outside of where we're at, you're going to want to go over there. Yeah. Or you're going to at least look at it, you know what I'm saying? Because you have the choice to do that. You have the choice to turn your head, people. And I feel like people don't understand that because it's like, well, this is what all was given to me, so I'm just going to run with it. Mm-hmm. You know how many things have been offered or have been placed on my lap or whatever, and I say no because I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it. You don't have to do it, people. You don't.
You really don't.
So I just want to, you know, keep putting that in people's heads. Like, you don't have to do what's in front of you. You can do whatever you want to. And that's why I always say, if you are good at something, or if you do something day to day, take your phone and press record and just do it in front of the camera. Yeah. Because that's how social media is moving nowadays. Mm-hmm. If you're good at something, post 50 videos in a month and see how it works, bro. See how it works. Your life can change just by you living your lifestyle. Waking up and doing your lifestyle every day, you can get paid for it. And like, no, life isn't about money, but it's about freedom. Who wants to wake up and punch a clock every day? Nobody. And I say this every time. No, but like, basically just like, people have to surround themselves with people who understand. And if you don't feel like your life is purposeful, it's because you're living a stagnant life. You know, how do you change your life? Be around people who get it. You can build communities. You can build. There's Facebook friend groups. There's Instagram friend groups. You can, you know, do a lot of stuff. And then people are like, well, people aren't consistent. People aren't whatever. That's why you find 1 to 2 people. Yeah. I'm not saying a community is an entire city. This is a community. Me to him is a community, bro. So I just want people to have the best interest for themselves and their family. Because all you have to do is be you, and your family and friends will follow. For real. That's it. Be consistent in who you are, and everything else will follow. Like, why are we waking up every day knowing that we have a God-given ability just to be ourselves? Just to be ourselves, bro. And we're not using it. Does that make sense?
Some good talent.
Does that make sense?
It doesn't. But to some people, it will.
Wow.
But I don't care. What? You got good talent. You just don't care? I don't know, man. That's the world we live in now.
It hurts, though, man. And, like, I try so much not to care about that aspect. But it's like, you know, wanting to be an influencer, it's going to be interesting to see people, you know, like, when we're in rooms with people who are like, man, like, I watch your videos and, like, they've helped me X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, man, I don't even know how to say thank you or say you're welcome because it's not my position. I'm just the person who just, you know, was told by God to just be you. That's it. Family, be you. Friends, be you. Keep going. Because if I stop, what else is going to matter? Not a dang thing. You got anything else to add?
Not really.
Okay. I didn't mean to go on a rant, but I had to.
And I like it, man. You know, it's just I let it hear what everybody has to say.
No, it's just important just to talk, bro. Because I try to do a better job of just talking to people, especially with family and friends. Just because, like I said, you know, how you spend your life is how you spend your life. So I don't like every moment, everything I think about is just it's important. I don't want to be a person who just doesn't care. So that's just me. But going into question number 4, what is something you believe in that other people may not understand?
You know, you don't. I mean, it's always good to have people around, but you don't always need them. Sometimes they could be a big distraction. You know, there's 2 lanes. You got yours and they got theirs. You could be going forward, they can be going past you, going the opposite way, and that's backwards. You're not trying to go backwards. Just gotta do what you gotta do, man, out here to survive. I know it's like kind of a hard question to answer, but that's just how I live out. Like,
And why might not people understand that?
cause they always, people grow up with families and stuff. They know how it feels to always have somebody there. I kind of had that feeling somewhat in my life, but not my whole entire life. So I kind of felt good about it. Like, yeah, that's good. But then, like we used to say, I can't wait till I'm grown. Man, the real world punched me, man. I'm like, man, I don't need nobody doing nothing. I don't need you in my pockets for nothing. This is my money. I need to get it. I need to pay bills. Then we can kick in, laugh and joke about it. But right now, gotta buckle up, man. My dad used to tell me the same thing, and I just never used to understand what he meant by that. So I'm like, all right.
Do you wish that you could express that to people more? Because, like, I mean, again, you can definitely speak, or if I'm, I'm not trying to speak for you,
No,
but like because you're not as expressive, or if you are, do you wish that you could express that to people more? Like, hey, I don't need you here.
Yeah, sometimes, but then it's like because the people I always need, they end up showing me I don't need them. It's just I don't know, bro. It's hard to explain. It's.
Try your best. Try your best.
I'm a good person to everybody out here in the world. Every time you see me, I'm gonna smile. If I'm not, I'm gonna tell you what's going on. I'm like, yeah, man. But then after that, I'm smiling all day because I talk to you about it. There's people who's just like, I do anything for people. There's people I done got up in the middle of the night to come get them because they stranded for free and they're hours away. And I'm all right, I got you. Hold on. Just being kind. They took that for weakness and just.
Do you wish that you received stuff back from the stuff that you did for people?
Not really. I don't like stuff. I don't like asking for stuff or stuff given to me, really. Because I'm just like, I'm not used to it. It's just I'm always used to buying my own stuff. I'm just like, so when I take it, I'm taking it out of like, thank you. Like, I do appreciate it, but I just don't want you to feel bad either. Like, this is me. I'm gonna take it because you gave it to me. Like, now it's something special to me, and I'm gonna really hold on to it. Like, I got a few things people gave to me, and I ain't going nowhere. Everywhere I done took stuff with me to Miami, back, Cali, all them. It's not going nowhere.
And I actually will agree with you on that. Like, I'm a very hard receiver. Like, I can't receive a lot of stuff, like, at all. Like, it even goes deeper to, like, not even like material things, but like emotion, which sounds stupid, but like I feel like I can't process like love, bro. And that sounds stupid, but like even from like family, or especially for family, or like even like giving it, I don't understand it. And like not saying that I've never been loved on by people or been in love with people, but I don't understand it because like we see different versions of it every day. So like what we grew up with isn't what we experience now. So it's like, I mean, like how do you process emotions? Is that one of my questions? I hope it's not.
Yeah, I think that's really what the question was. I think I kind of got off, but oh man, see, just like I don't know. I mean,
bro, this is
no.
Take your time, bro. We're just talking, bro.
Look, I'm already knowing. So
we're just talking.
How I process with it. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody knew back then when I had my girl. It's been probably about 6 years now. And bro, everybody know I was happy. You know, I was just so happy. You know, I had my 2 dogs with me. We doing everything, man. I got my girl with me. Just everything going. So I really wasn't, you know, paying attention of how I really felt every day about certain situations.
Wow.
It was like a distraction to me that stay out your head. Come with me. I'm gonna take your hand and I'm gonna show you what you need to be seeing. You know, and I want you to see this even when I'm not here. And that taught me a real good lesson. Cause I'm like, that's crazy. I never expected that. And now that it's been 6 years, man, I'm just like, I've had that feeling in a long time. So now how I process with it, I try to be the same way she was with me to everybody else, even though I never really liked people because I had social anxiety. You know, I really didn't talk loud or nothing. I'm just, it's me, hey, I'm Dan. Now I'm just like, I know who I want to be. I know who I am. It's some days.
So you feel like that kind of brought a positive out of you?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm understanding.
Yeah, it brought a positive thing out of me because, like, that's how I can handle it. Like, everybody handles their emotion different. I know I can always get somebody positive stuff. Like, man, look, this is what you really need to do, bro. Because at the end of the day, this is how you got to look at it. Boom. Hey, but man, he was right. He was really right. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm just not trying to be hard on you. I ain't going to beat around the bush. I'm going to tell you, like, don't do it that way.
And how hard or easy is it for you to, you know, have serious talks about mental health or stuff like that, like with your friends? Because, you know, a lot of people will be like, you know, well, I can talk to my friends about anything, but as soon as we talk about mental health, they're like, man, let's not talk about that. I've been through so much. I ain't trying to experience it again. Like, how hard or easy is it for you to express to your friends?
That's real easy. Like, my friends, you know, if you're my friend, I really trust you. So it's like, I know I can tell you some stuff. And, like, I tell them a lot. You know, they know majority of everything I went through, and they know a lot. They know me, like, and if I was ever like, I don't know who I am, or brain them, they would know exactly who I am. Because when we sit there and talk, it's like, that's a safe house. Because it's not always just straight, you know, negative vibes about what you got to say. They actually care about how you feel and your opinion, and then they kind of throw a joke in there to make it, like, uplifting. Like, look, just look at it, you know. And then you think about it like, yeah, man, you're right. Just do it for me. Don't care how anybody else think about it. Do it for you. But still be positive about it. Don't be cocky about it. Just do it for you. I can always talk to my guys, man. Always talk to them. That's like, when I first seen you, I'm just like, bro, I know I got a lot I can tell them. You know.
Wow, that means a lot, bro. Honestly, it does. Just because, like, I really understand how lonely it gets, especially as men, man. Because, like, I read. I'm not gonna say I read studies, but I hear studies every day about, you know, like one of the largest ways that men die are suicide, and that doesn't make sense to me, bro. It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't.
Because, like, you know, and I'm not trying to be sexist or anything like that, but it's like, you know, both genders go through a lot, and I understand. I'm not gonna say I understand both sides, but I see both sides. But I think, like, as men, we tend to just carry a lot for no reason, because, like, you know, we're taught to be the backbone, we're taught to be the supporters, the provider, carrier, you know what I mean? So it's like, for us not to come together more often, especially as black men, for us not to come together more often outside of gangs, outside of beef from 45 years ago, like, why does that stuff matter, man?
That's kind of like, you know, that's kind of where I've been trying to, you said it for me, man. You explained, like, the last few questions of why I've been the way I am and everything. It's just like, nobody really want to sit and talk about it. They'd rather just kill you or want to put hands and feet on you. Like, it's not always going to, what's that going to do for you in the long run? If you put hands and feet on somebody, they're going to come back and they might shoot you and kill you. Because they lost and they know they're not going to get that win.
I mean, and that's another topic, bro. And we can talk deep about that, because it's like, I mean, how do you tell people to relax? I mean,
it's hard, man.
How do you tell people to relax? Because
very hard.
We just be killing each other over the dumbest things. You took my PS5, you took my controller, bow.
Yeah.
That's it? That's all that took? It doesn't make sense, bro.
And I was just sleeping on your couch because I was drinking whatever. We was partying. I slept on your couch to make sure I made it home the next day. But you the same one that killed me, right? That's
oh
crazy,
my
man.
gosh.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's a whole different topic.
We ain't gonna get to that.
Yeah, we're
Let's go
not.
to the next question.
I got you.
Yeah, because we getting into some deep ones.
Yeah, that would
And I feel like
yeah.
I'm kind of, you know, I'm in there, but I'm just like, I'm rusty. So, you know, I'm
No,
warming up still now.
It's all good, bro. Question number 5. How easy or difficult is it for you to show yourself love or speak kindly to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And before you answer that, I want to say it's difficult for me because, like, I'm not gonna say we were in our prime, but we were very popular in high school, just because of our personality and who we are and all that stuff. And I mean, I'm not gonna say we still kind of are, but we still hold, like, our names hold, like, you know,
People
whatever.
They know when you say that name.
But I will say, like, as an adult, it is harder to, like, look myself in the mirror and be like, man, you can do it today. It's hard. And I'll just say it's hard for right now, and then we can open up to each other.
Yeah. That's kind of, it's kind of how it is. It's really hard. Like you said, used to be in our prime. I said it all the time. I'm like, man, we used to always have something to do. We had a move after another move. There was always parties. Everybody was there, and they just knew, hey, it's Darren, or hey, it's, you feel me? It's Zaytov or it's Zion or somebody. Hey, what's up, man? And just everybody loved you, you know. And it's now we grown. It's just like you get up every day, like, what happened to all that motivation and all that happiness? Where did that go, man? Like, is it because I was a kid still, or is it because, you know, life really hit me? I don't know, man. That's a good question. That's something a therapist. I need to ask a therapist or something.
I mean,
You know?
just answer it here, bro.
That's
I mean,
crazy,
for real,
man.
just answer it here. Answer it to the best of your ability, because I think it's something that, you know, that's worth talking over. Because, like,
it really is, and I don't think I can. I mean,
just to the best of your ability. I'm not trying to force nothing on you.
I need you to re-say it again. Just
Yeah. I got you.
If you can, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. 'Cause
How easy or difficult is it for you to show yourself love or speak kindly to yourself? Because, you know, like, we're such givers, so it's like, you know, how can we? That's a better question. How can you receive yourself better?
I keep everything positive, because I'm so used to everybody calling me a negative Nancy, and why you so mad? Why you wake up with an attitude all the time? I'm like, bro, I'm just not a morning person, or this and that. I'm like, you gotta understand, everybody has something going on in life, and, you know, when they first open their eyes or anything, you know, just their first moment to themselves, they want to breathe and just take it in. And I just tell myself, like, man, you gotta keep going, bro. You know, stay happy, man. There's too much out here to not be happy about, man.
Do you work on like, writing your feelings down, or do you work on expressing yourself a lot?
Yeah, actually, you know, hot sauce. You know, Jalil. He's been like, man, you need to do a song like Lil Durk. I'm like, man, but that's kind of depressing, man.
Bruh, nah.
I said, you feel me? I said, why would I do a song? Because when I'm doing YouTube and I'm trying to be a content creator, I'm not trying to promote the type of stuff that, you know, I've been through. I'm like, that's a good idea, but that's not my role. That's not my role.
I think something I always will continue to say is, you know, people who don't understand their purpose, that's confusing to me, because I feel like purpose to me is like just you, like, you know what I'm saying, like if you were to record a video right now and be like, you know, this is my life, someone out there in the world is gonna be like, dang, I can relate to what he's saying. Yeah. And that's what your purpose is. Whatever you see, whatever you do, that's your purpose. And, like, I feel like people don't understand that. Because they're like, you know, I have to have some type of talent or whatever. That is your talent. Waking up and being you is hard. It is, especially when you feel like you're alone, or especially when you feel like you can't reach out to people. Being hard, I mean, not being hard. Being you every day is hard. But then it becomes easier when people can relate to your story.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and add.
That's pretty much me. Like, literally, you just explain me, like, this is me, this is my life. Don't like it, man, I don't know what to tell you. I'm the one that got to deal with it, not you. You probably got another problem or not. I wish you the best with it, man. Don't give up.
No, seriously. And I feel like people, Like I never understand why it's hard for people to come together.
Yeah.
Like it always takes a tragedy to be like, oh, let's hold hands and be, a family. It doesn't make sense. Like why does something always tragically have to happen for people to get together?
They always want tension and beef. Like, bro, we're too grown for that, man.
And who wants to be angry forever? Like my heart is tired from being angry, bro.
It really is. And you know what's crazy? No, I don't mean to hit you with a lot of these little
Hit me, bro. Hit me.
Little verses and stuff, but Drake once said,
listen, wait, bro. Wait, bro.
You know, I gotta change. I can't use Future's verses.
Bro,
right now.
that is crazy, bro.
I know. Look,
he has referenced Drake and
everybody
Future
know
twice
I
in Pac, bro.
I do not like Drake that much.
Bro, go ahead, bro.
Said,
I'm listening.
Who the hell wants to be 70 and still alone? And I sit and think about that all the time. Like, do I really want to be alone my whole life? Do I want to be mad? Do I want to be angry at everybody? You know, because my friends lost their life and stuff. Do I want to be mad about that? No, I want to be somebody. I want to be positive. I want to see myself be a content creator, and I want to, influence everybody. Mr. Beast is a good content creator. We could probably we'll never be. People be like, you'll never be like him. We could probably be better than him. The thing is, he got his way and we got our way, and it's always going to take time. It's not going to happen.
Time and putting the work in, and just being consistent, creating a schedule. Like that's the biggest thing. Like since I've been back here, because I've been. Announcement later.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest thing right now is like, having people I invest in to help me, do the things I needed to do. So having a team, having a cameraman, having an editor, having people help me with ideas, having people, help me schedule. That stuff is important because it's like, you doing it by yourself. I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but it's easier with people.
It really is.
So it's like, that's something that I've been, trying to do recently is like, announcement later. Let me see where we're at. Oh yeah, we're perfect. Going into question, or do you have anything else?
Oh no. I'm ready for number 6.
Yeah. Last and final question, brother. You've been doing pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. I think we definitely going to come back.
Oh, for sure.
This is just the opener.
A warm up. I got you. I got you.
For right now, we both rested right now.
I got you. Okay. Yeah. Last and final question. What is the most important lesson of your life so far?
Everybody gonna say never be a follower, always be a leader, but it's like never hang with the wrong pack. Go with the one that's always gonna keep going, the strong ones, the alphas. Don't go with the ones that don't want nothing.
Is that hard for you to kind of dictate because of like the stuff that you've been through?
Mm-hmm. Really hard because some stuff just want to
pull you back,
and you be like, man, I missed it, but you're like, nah, man, don't do it to yourself. It's just
and is it because I mean obviously because of that, but like why else is it hard for you to separate yourself? Is it because like you want to, I'm not gonna say you want to heal them, but like you want to be like, come on, bro, like there is a
like I got you, man. Just stop always being like that, because that was me. Stop being that way. There's always gonna be somebody out there. You just gotta always let them try. And
then when they don't understand, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm like, man, you know what? I'm just gonna let you do you. You're gonna realize, and you're gonna come back, and then I'm going to try to show you again. And if you don't,
nah, bro, I'm gonna have to give you advice with, and like not saying because like I have all the answers, but I think for you, bro, because you've been through so much, second chances shouldn't be a thing. Y'all can hate me for that. I don't care.
No, you're right.
Second chances shouldn't be a thing just because like that person had a choice, right? Everything in life comes back to choice, right? I don't care what nobody says. Everything in life comes back to choice. Even the people I've done wrong who have completely cut me off, I'll be like, dang, I wish I had a second chance. But like, why would I deserve a second chance when I did that? I made that choice to do that. So why in the heck would I be like, you know what? Let me show you who I really am. I already did.
Yeah.
So why are we going back in time to be like, let's rekindle a friendship, or like, let me hold your hand even more. Let me hold your hand even more to bring you up with me. Why am I doing that? That's just garbage I'm trying to pick up. For what? For what? Right, you need to let it go, bro.
You're right. You're right, bro.
You need to let it go, bro. I mean that so seriously.
I think that's probably why I really been in my head too. Is just always want to be there for people that's never,
Bruh. Let it go, because like again, you'll get to the point where it's like, you know, you continue to do what you're trying to do, but you're always trying to pick up people. I wish I could cuss in this, but I mean, you can cuss. I don't cuss because of family and all that stuff. But F those people, bro. Who cares? Who cares? Because at the end of the day, they're going to be leeches forever. Hey, Darren, can you, hey, bro, when's the last time? Hey, bro, I know it's late, but can you? Mm-hmm. Who wants to be that person every day? Separate yourself. If you see your name in a bigger picture, why aren't you there? Because of them. Because of all these people who are grabbing your feet. One of the biggest reasons why people will be like every time I show up in Springfield, be like, hey, bro, you be in the cut. I know. I don't want to see you. Yeah. I'm not gonna say I don't care about you, but I don't.
I get that a lot. I'm the same way. Like, I don't want to be in your problem.
I don't, because you guys do the same thing every day. There's only so much I can receive in my head from you or from the environment. It's not helping me. It's damaging me. So it's like I'm learning day by day to let go. But friend to friend, you need to let go too, bro. That is one of the only ways that you're gonna get to where you want to get. And trust and believe in your talent. Trust and believe in your God-given talent, bro. You're not just doing content, or content's just not in your head just because it's there. Mm-hmm. It's because it's who you are. People want to see you in the world, bro. You gotta know that crap, bro.
Hey, man, look, I don't even know how to explain how that just made me feel. Like, I smiled and I wasn't even trying to smile. Like,
hold on, bro.
Like you right, bro. Like,
yeah,
do it. Y'all gotta go, man. Like, you feel me? Like, yeah, bro. That you really, like, I needed to hear that, man. Like, for real. Like, you know, not nobody really gonna tell you what you need to hear. They gonna beat around the bush. Like, that's the type of person, bro. I want to tell you what you need to hear, and I'm glad that you told me that.
I am the most blunt person in the history of history, bro. That's why people don't like me, and I don't care. I tell you how it is. I tell you how I see it. Like, dang, it's under my eye. There's no reason to sugarcoat. What are we sugarcoating for? Oh, you know what I think you should do? You should really analyze. For what? No, those people suck. Get them out your life, bro. Period. Just really understand, like, where you're at in your life, bro. Because the only way we can move forward is letting stuff go. There's no reason to be skipping backwards, bro. It makes no sense, because like that's not how life moves. Regardless of whatever happens in your life keeps going. So why aren't you going with it? Mm. I mean, yeah, like, you know, we can talk about memories, we can talk about moments, we can talk about whatever, but like, what is really helping us in today's time? Like, what's helping us presently right now? Not you asking for a million things, not you hit me up when it's 4 a.m. You know, I gotta go work in 2 hours. Yeah. That don't make sense. You're not helping my life. You're damaging it. So it's like, I don't want to watch you. I don't want to watch you go through your life and you just be such a positive, great person, but you're still carrying weight. Push it off, bro.
Yeah, that's really what I need to hear, bro. Like, for real. Like, you're saying everything that I've been going through, like, the last few years, and I'm just like, what is really bothering me?
You're carrying too much, and
that's what it is.
We are the same person.
Yeah,
we're the same person. We carry a lot. But go ahead. I'm not cutting you off.
I was gonna say, because, you know, like you said, we're the same person, bro. I only meet people that got the same mindset as me. Like, when I went to Miami for my birthday, I met a guy. We got the same birthday, everything, same mindset. We talk every other day. He's in Milwaukee, bro, and he's supposed to come down here and do a video with us. And I want you to be in it, you know. Like, it's networking out here, bro. Like, I know you would like him because he's just like me. But he's not like that. He's more of you than he is with me.
Right, right.
And I'm like, bro, I love it. Like, it's more uplifting.
Yeah, and like, you just need that in your life, bro. Like, you forget the cameras. Like, you are who you are, and that's such an amazing thing. But you have to know who you are, and you can't know that with people who are dragging you down, bro. Period. And like, I hope and pray with the content that you do that it does take you away from Ohio, because I know you don't want to be here, but like more so because you need to change your environment. Because one of the reasons why I moved out where I'm at right now, and like one of the reasons why I did big announcement later, is because I saw too much. Like why are my eyes seeing these things? Because it's like, you know, when you're around stuff that you're not supposed to be, you get that feeling in your chest like I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Ooh. And like I know that those are things that you feel too, because I can just see it from, you know, what you're doing. And it's like, bro, we're not supposed to be where we're at. And that's no shade on anyone here. That's no shade on anything around me. It's just like,
I appreciate that. Like,
we're not supposed to be here. Our minds, our personality, it's so different. But only the people who get it are going to get it. And the people that are around us every day may not get it. So friend to friend, let it go, bro.
You know, that's crazy, because I'm just like, the people I really need in my life, I know who they are. And on my way over here, I'm like, I'm on the highway, and I'm just like, I don't never go nowhere. I don't never hang out with people no more like that. I'm like, I have a purpose. Like, I know I'm supposed to be there. Like, I'm not lying, bro. Like, my whole way here, I was determined I was coming. I'm like, I'm coming.
Right.
I took a nap. Look, I took a nap. I got up. I washed up my face and all that again. Brushed my teeth again. Mouthwash. I'm on my way, bro. You feel me? Because you have to make them sacrifices, bro. Like, you want to have that feeling. Sometimes you got to do a sacrifice. Not like an evil one, you know. I'm just, you got to do it, bro.
And then like, bro, before we close, it's just time, bro. Like, it's time. Like, you know, we see the creators that we've been watching for years.
Yes.
And like, it's just time for us to just be there. It's just time for us to meet these people.
I be thinking about that. You know, I talk, like, you know, bro, there's a lot that, like, you know, after, like, I'm going to show you and tell you. And just, bro, I done talked to so many tall guy car reviews. TJ Millionaire, Mr. Organic.
Wow, yeah. Bro, Mr. Organic, wow.
CJ So Smooth, you know.
CJ Smooth, wow, bro.
I done talked to so many people, bro.
Yeah.
I done looked Dame Dot in his face on Hollywood Boulevard. What John look? I said, cuz, that's Dame Dot. Seen his chains, and he looked right at me and said, what's up? I promise you, bro. I done met 2 models in L.A. You know, they do music and stuff. They're content creators. You know, one of them actually gets paid for it, and I'm like, I was in a relationship at the time, so I couldn't. I wasn't trying to, you know, work my magic or post the pictures with him. But
yeah.
You know.
No, because I will say like one of the biggest things was I met Devin the Lab, and like that's someone I've watched for literally 13, 14 years, bro. And like to see him in real life and be like shake his hand, like, you know, like embrace him. I was like, I need to be around this, because like they get it, man. Like, as soon as you're in the room with people who understand, and your energy is just like, wow, I need to start like right now. So, but we're gonna that is the end of the interview, people. This is the segment where I give people a chance to ask me a question. So if you have any questions, ask away. I'll edit all this stuff. So it's just if you have one, take your time.
You know, I just really wanted to ask you, but you kind of went over. I was gonna ask you, you know, how are you? You know, just like outside of the cameras and everything. Like, how are you? Like,
man. So this might be like a small long rant. I don't know yet.
It's been a while.
Because I haven't seen him in a long time. But I'll say recently I'm in the most determined phase of my life. So the announcements, I recently just obtained my CDO license, which is like really big for me because I don't like to try for anything unless it like when it comes to like music or, you know, like YouTube or whatever. So like I really appreciate it because I've went through hell to get this.
For years.
Man, it's such a long process with like excuse me, going out to like school. Like I had to go to Arkansas to do classes with a company, and like they flew me out, all that good stuff. But like the first time I took the permit test, I failed. So I had to retake the entire first week, and then I had to do that. Finally passed the permit. did skills pad, which is like, like learning how to drive the trucks and all that stuff. And then now I'm in a phase called securement because I do flatbed. So like, flatbed, they haul everything you can think of, but you have to secure it properly for you to drive on the road. So it's like, I'm going through that process right now, and it's just a lot of information to retain. So with that, it's a learning process every day. Outside of that, like me mentally, physically, I'm not in a great mindset recently, and like even physically, like some personal news that I didn't even like really want to talk about, but whatever. Okay. Some personal news. I just got I don't want to say diagnosed, but I have sleep apnea, and I didn't know what that was at first because like I try to sleep whenever I can, but like now I had to sleep with like a CPAP machine, which like like you put like a mask on your face and you have to sleep better. But like I didn't know that I was like I wasn't breathing sometimes in my sleep. And like it comes with like you gaining weight. So like since I've been in the CDL training, I've gained like, oh my gosh, like 18 pounds since I've been there. So it's like having that, and also trying to be like, okay, with this job I'm able to make more money, I'm able to do more, but it's like I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to be obese, I guess, for my weight, if that's what you want to say, for my height, I'm sorry. So like that's something that's kind of scary, like putting a mask on you before you go to sleep. That is scary, man. So having sleep apnea, and then there's so many unfinished projects, bro, that I just want to release and put out, like musically. We're probably going to do a out of the country vlog, like sometime in life. So it's like
we've been
there's
talking about that one
for years, but there's just a lot of things that I want to do that are unfinished. And then lastly, man, I just I want to say to family and friends that even if I don't talk to you, or if I do, I just love everybody, man, because like I don't get a chance to sit down with people because of distance or because of life, but that shouldn't be an excuse. So I'm trying to make time to go visit people and spend time with people, just because I need to. What else? I guess. Oh yeah, small announcements before we end. I plan on having a couple different channels, people. This channel is mainly going to probably be just the Noiz.I Talks with friends. But since I'll be doing trucking, I'll have like a trucking and like in real life channel. When I do Twitch, I'll have a Twitch channel. And what else? Probably like a basketball channel. I don't know, just stuff I really want to do. But I also want to collab with Darren a lot more, just because I feel like we have good chemistry and all that stuff. And I think it's really important to collab with friends or local people, and that can help us network later on in life. But yeah, hopefully that answers your questions and stuff. But I really want to say before we get off, bro, like it's very heartwarming to see, like, you receive a message and like you're not like, well, you're not better than me. Like you're just like, well, I actually needed to hear that. And it's not like I'm like trying to tell you to do stuff, but I know as a friend sometimes you just have to be blunt, and I just rather would be blunt with you, bro.
And it's advice that you need to hear.
So I appreciate you, Darren, for coming on, bro.
You already know, bro.
If you have anything else you want to say, you want to shout out, say it now, bro.
Man, I just want to let you know that I'm always going to be there for you, bro.
I'm always going to be there for you too, bro. I'm always going to be there for you too, bro.
Just a text and a call away.
Man.
Right down the street, man.
For sure. And I will link his YouTube and all that stuff in the description. But other than that, it is Noiz.I and Lil Bruh, a.k.a. Darren, or other way around. And we are out.